Well, it's time for Community Viewpoint. I'm John Pollock, your host for this segment. And today we have a treat. We have Lisa Paulson with us and Suzanne Vaughn from, let me get this right because this is my first time, Donna School of Dance Homeschool Enrichment Program. It's the Imagination Station. I got all that right? Maybe not the right order. So I will be learning the same way you'll be learning. This will be my first time. So who wants to start?
I guess I will.
Okay.
We're here to talk about Imagination Station. It is a homeschool enrichment program for local children that are currently being homeschooled but want to add to their current program that they're already doing. So we offer several classes right now. We're only running on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 to noon, 10 a.m. to noon. And we're offering art history, creative movement, a creative workshop, math classes, physical education, science, and theater and storytelling.
And just to add to that our program is not accredited. We are instructors adding to the programs that parents are doing at home with their homeschoolers.
So how many teachers do you have?
5. We have 5 instructors. Yeah. I'm Suzanne, and I teach a 45-minute PE class on Wednesday mornings, followed by an hour-long art or science session. We run on 4-week blocks. I just finished an art class, and we are going to start up with science next week. And then on Thursdays,
I teach creative movement. And that kind of helps kids learn their body awareness, learn to move creatively with their bodies in different ways that they might not have thought of otherwise.
Lisa, who teaches opposite of your creative movement class?
So Kitra Warren teaches the theater and storytelling classes, and we alternate those weeks. So that way the kids get a little bit of a difference in their learning.
No, the creative movement, it sounds like, is it anything to do with yoga too? For older people?
Not exactly, no. But I do try to incorporate a little bit of the yoga awareness where I have the kids create a bubble around themselves and how they can close their eyes and feel the space around them so that they become more aware of their bodies in space.
Oh, I used to do that in a Grateful Dead concert.
It works.
Yes, the bubble worked. So, tell me a little bit more about it. What the teachers there do there? Do they interact with the kids on a more personal basis than the teachers in the regular schools?
Yeah, it's a totally different program than what is in a typical school. As we said before, this is for homeschool students. Our class sizes between 5 and 10, so it's a very small number of students, ages 5 to 12 years old, and it's a very individualized small group instruction for the kids in the different areas. I just finished up 2 weeks of science, a special science class with the kids where we worked on Rube Goldberg machines. And if you're not familiar with Rube Goldberg, he was an author and an inventor and a cartoonist, and he started out by drawing cartoons of machines that used many different steps to complete a very simple task. And the most popular is a cartoon that many of you have probably seen, where the man is eating, and each time he puts his spoon down, the napkin wipes his face. And so the whole purpose is, through a series of events, a very tiny task is developed. And what we did with the kids was we wanted them to move a ball into a cup to make a goal. And they used different rulers and balls and all kinds of things, using the 5 simple machines to accomplish a task. And we just finished our 2nd week of that, which was a huge hit with the kids.
Yeah, because I'm from Chicago. At the Museum of Science and Industry, they had a huge display for Rube Goldberg, and I can't see kids working that. And they're just like half of this room.
Yeah, the excitement was, I mean,
I was excited.
Yeah, it is. It's really interesting. And if you're not familiar with it, Google Rube Goldberg, and there's just so many things that you can watch on YouTube or on Google.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids are literally engaged the whole hour and very disappointed when they have to break down their building, what they've built, because it's time to go home.
Now, where do these buildings come from? Are those kits that you buy?
No, we have toilet paper rolls, tape, Hot Wheels cars, marbles, ping pong balls, rulers, popsicle sticks, dominoes, Jenga blocks, and they build the different machines. And that would be levers and pulleys, and I'm going blank on the other ones. So, and they just develop these things. And today I had a 3-year-old in class today, and he worked a track where the energy from the car going downhill moved along the track and then jumped it into a box. And he had to work out how to line up all that track and what was going to make the ball or the car take off. And then he had to keep adjusting the box that he was wanting the car to jump into until he was actually successful. So it takes a lot of engineering and a lot of patience, and there's frustration, but they learn to problem solve through this. And sometimes your machine will work fine one time, and the next time the pendulum that's going around doesn't hit the domino correctly, and so the rest of the machine doesn't finish. So it was really fun.
Yeah, sounds like it. What are some of the other things that the kids and you do? Different age groups?
I work with the same age group, around 5 to 12 years old. And then in our creative movement class, we work on, for an example, we make shapes with our bodies using the alphabet. So I'll tell the kids to make the letter A with their bodies and see what they come up with. And I help them come up with creative ways to think out of the box and be able to move their bodies in a different way than they would have thought before.
So you're starting at what age?
Age 5.
Age 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a safe age. Yeah.
5 to 12. So
5 to 12.
tell them about your ribbon dancing today.
Oh, we learned about ribbons today. It was very exciting. I brought in some, if you've ever seen a rhythmic gymnastic dancer using a ribbon, it's the same concept, and I made sure that they were all the same color pattern so that there wasn't any kind of arguing or anything like that, so everybody had the same thing. We did cut some of the ribbons a little bit smaller for some of the littler kiddos, but we learned how to twirl, learned how to make big circles, we learned how to dance as a group, and then we learned how to dance individually, and I gave the kids each a time to have a little solo moment and kind of be the star of the class for about a minute and a half, and everybody seemed to really enjoy it, and then they got to take their ribbons home with them. So. And
when they came to my class following hers today, they came in and they were so excited to show me what they could do with their ribbons, which was a really nice carryover, and that shared the excitement that they had with the activity.
I love that. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to address, too, that we also have kind of a hands-on math. Neither Lisa or I teach that. There's another instructor that teaches that class, and she does hands-on math activities. And I believe the last one she did was they built with using, I'm not sure if it was straws or toothpicks because I wasn't actually in the class. I just kind of saw pictures later, but they used, we'll say straws and marshmallows to build shapes. And that was kind of exciting to have them explore that. And once again, learn to problem solve if something isn't working correctly. So we also incorporate a lot of STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And so I'm going to be doing a class later on this month with catapults with the students.
Catapults?
Yes, we're going to build catapults out of toothpicks to shoot things up and over. So, small ones.
Just be careful. Put your eye out like a,
we'll use
like a
very
BB gun.
We'll use very soft launchers. So, yeah.
Oh, interesting. So you're spending a lot more time with each child individually rather having certain ones buttonholed in a corner while you're working with these other ones that are easier to work with, so you have time for each of them.
Oh, everybody's working the entire time. They're all doing their own thing. Sometimes we're working together as a unit. I know in physical education, we work together to do things, but then we also work separately as well. And it's a great opportunity for these students who aren't usually in a larger group to learn how to interact with other people who aren't in just their family. And so that's a really positive thing about this enrichment program.
So this is done at other places too in this country?
The homeschool enrichment classes, oh, I'm sure it's done all over. I'm sure it really is, because it's hard for homeschool parents to provide everything for their children. And plus, they live with them and they educate them. And so it's nice for the children to go out and get something else. And some parents do it through just taking trips with their families too. Like they may go out to Ash Meadows or over to Red Rock and do some things there and work with the rangers there. And so they do those sorts of things as well.
Very interesting, very enlightening. I wish you well with this. This is something that I'm sure they do in Europe with their families, in Asia too, probably. I don't think there's that much done in this country anymore, like I was just mentioning those two places. But more power to you, and hopefully we'll see more of you with this group. And it's done as School of Dance, the Homeschool Enrichment Program, the Imagination Station. So this is Lisa and Suzanne, and you have how many more instructors?
There's
three more.
Three other instructors, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can join anytime?
We prefer that students do the 4-week block, but if parents are interested in just dropping in, reach out to office@donnastudioofdance.com, which is on the bottom of your screen right now, and reach out to Suzanne there, and another Suzanne, not me. And you can get more information on cost and if we have space available. Because like I said, we do limit the classes to 10 students, which allows us to give more individual attention.
And we thank you. We thank you for stopping by today. We thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week.
Hello and welcome back to Community Viewpoint. I think welcome back to me because we missed a week or two. Thank you so much for Mikey Ruhan for producing behind the scenes. Thank you to KPVM for allowing me this special airtime on their broadcast station. I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Sloot. Welcome to the millions and millions of viewers that we have here in Pahrump and all around the world. I want to introduce you to someone very special today, and her name is Althea Jones. Now, Althea, I'm pretty bad at introducing folks. You do so many things, and I'll remember one of those, and I'll forget the reason you're here. So I'll remember that your favorite color is red, and I'll forget that what the name of your company is. So please feel free to introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you first of all, Dr. Christopher. Salute for allowing me to be here today. My name is Althea P. Jones, and I'm here simply because of my nonprofit organization, Go Sounds. And I moved to Pahrump, I moved to Pahrump in 2018. And I was a resident of Las Vegas, but I came here simply because I was led by God. Why was I here and why did he guide me here? Simply because I need to help the community. And I became a Miss Senior Golden Years Queen in 2023. And my platform is Harmony for All People. And so Harmony for All People goes with what I do with Go Sounds.
Very, very cool. Now, we originally met when you were the active, right, Miss Golden Years,
yes.
Which is fantastic. And through so many other organizations, MLK, we've run into each other, so that's great. So you tend to stick around the community,
yes.
right? So Brought Here by God, we love that. And you've listed a few things, but what have you been doing to keep active in the community? For those folks who don't know, which are very few folks, how do you stay active?
Okay, so what I do is with my program, Go Sounds, I actually help redirect individuals who are underprivileged. And how do I do that? You see, my T-shirt says Go Sounds. We started Go Sounds by helping individuals tell their story through music. And so what I do here in Pahrump is I talk to different individuals, encourage them. I allow them to understand that life is what you make it. And when you make life good, life can be good. And also, I allow myself to stay positive because there's a lot of seniors here who need to smile. And
Folks in general,
yes,
agreed.
folks in general needs to smile. So that's one thing that I do. I'm also a member of Miss Senior Golden Years, and I attend the functions that they have periodically. Matter of fact, we just had one 2 weeks ago at Saddle West.
Oh, very cool.
And so we had to practice. I was singing and
Okay.
having a good time.
She
so,
sings.
Yeah, hang out with young people and seniors.
Love that. Very cool, very cool.
Yes.
So now, you mentioned Go Sounds, and the funny thing is, when you we talked about Go Sounds a couple of months ago at a coalition meeting.
Right.
And I'm like, Go Sounds, okay, what are you, a DJ company or something? And you're like, no. So you say you redirect youth. How do you do that?
Okay, so as you know, that youth, a lot of youth are going down the wrong path. And so what I do is, my husband and I, we both find out where the youth is in their mind, body, and soul. And then we evaluate that and allow them to know that there's a different path that they can go down. Okay? We also connect them with different resources here in Pahrump.
Cool.
And so there are individuals in the community who come to us, who knows about us, but what we're doing is trying to get our word out. Now, when we first started, it was about individuals in detention, young people in detention, wanting to tell their story. And so we allowed them to tell their story through music, and once they told their story through music, they was able to get a CD and listen to themselves. And now they are actually able to write their own book.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool. That's
Yes.
really cool. Are they going to publish it somewhere like Amazon or?
Yes. Right now we just got finished helping a young man who's in prison, and he wrote a book about fine tailoring basic alterations.
Oh,
Yeah.
like suit
Yes.
alterations?
Yes.
And that's what he does?
Yes.
Does
Well,
he live here in Pahrump?
No,
Oh.
he's in prison.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we helped him get his book published through
Cool.
Amazon. And, you know, whether you're in prison, in the detention center, or here in the valley,
Yeah.
we help. Go Sounds help.
Love that. You see me get so excited. I'm like, we have a tailor? where's the tailor? I mean, I would pay him, of course,
Yes.
but I always like to help the community out. So you've mentioned one or two stories here. Is there someone other than that, or maybe you've mentioned them already, who stands out in your mind that you've done some work to help recently?
Yes. There's a young man, I won't call his name, but he is currently struggling. And right now we have allowed him to transition into our home, and he's getting redirected so he can have a solid foundation. And so basically this is a everyday.
Yeah, it seems it,
Situation, yes.
for sure. So you've mentioned some resources, and I think resources mean different things to different folks.
Yes.
What do you typically, and I'm sure every situation is different, but more or less, what kind of resources do these folks need that you help them find?
Okay, so housing is one, and my husband and I are in the process of having a transitional home.
Great.
Within the next 6 months, we should have it. And so to help them learn how to cook, learn how to be on schedule, be able to go to Coalition. Coalition actually helped us with
sure.
these young people getting housing, as well so as seniors getting housing. And so the Coalition, I just was talking with you about the GED.
Yep.
And so we'll be directing them to you. But I found out that there's a lot of organizations within the city
Yeah.
that helps individuals who are underprivileged.
Absolutely. And to be clear, Great Basin College does not offer a GED. However, right across the street, Pathways does.
Right.
And so I just told Althea, bring them right to me, and I typically will walk a student right over there to make
Yes.
sure that they meet the right people. So,
Yes.
Because then I'll get 1,000 phone calls saying, "Where's my GED?" Not your fault. Thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you.
So that's awesome. Are there any fundraisers, events, things coming up that we should be aware of?
Yes, I'm glad you asked that question. Okay, so this coming Sunday, September the 28th, at Black Cow Coffee House, Go Sounds and Black Cow Coffee House are putting on a fundraiser. We're going to have vendors there. We're going to have food trucks as well, so as music, entertainment. I will be personally telling individuals how to write their own story.
Great.
And I will also have a session where I read my book, my children's book, to the children that's going to be there.
Very cool. Did
Yes.
you know I'm working on a children's book?
No.
We'll have to coordinate. It's
Yes.
a good one. It's about a
Yes.
dragon who can't fly.
Oh, okay.
It's cute. So that's really cool. So Sunday, Black Cow Coffee. You said the time, and I already forgot it. What time?
8 a.m.
8
to
a.m.
3 p.m.
to 3 p.m. Black Cow does a ton for the community.
Yes.
We were supposed to have Mr. Q on our show last week, and unfortunately there were a couple of things at the station that weren't going our way, so we'll have him on again. So after that, we've got a couple of minutes left, and this is a time in which I typically ask Althea. We've learned about your organization. We've learned about you. If you've got a message for our viewers, what are you here for? What can we? If you have one goal today, what could it be?
Okay, my goal today would be to let each and every one of you know that life is real and you should take it serious. But don't get down and out simply because there's always somebody there to help you, such as Go Sounds as well so as God.
I love that. That's really great. So to recap, Go Sounds, you've got the website, I think, or the email and the phone number right on the screen. They can reach out to Althea. And do you want to disclose your husband's name, or is that okay?
Yes, his name is Willie Jones. You have seen him many times
All
in
the
the
time.
community.
Absolutely. Every time I see Willie, we have a blast catching up. So those are the folks you want to get in touch with for Go Sounds. They help redirect youth to make sure that they kind of get on the right or righteous path. And they are an official 501c3, so you are donating your money to a valid, real organization.
Yes.
Is that the way that somebody would get in touch via email or phone number?
Email, phone number, or go to the website.
Great.
Yes.
And are you looking for volunteers as well?
We are looking for volunteers, but the main thing that we're looking for is the location for hosting our clients.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you are somebody who owns a building or leases or has the ability to host, you want to reach out to Althea and Willie to make sure they know that you're available. And that is Go Sounds. That is God ordained sounds, redirecting the youth. They're going to be there at Black Cow on Sunday at 8 a.m. And is there anything last thing that we want to let everybody know?
Well, I also want to let them know that we don't just do youth.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
We also do older individuals as well. Yes.
For sure. So anyone who's in some sort of
in need.
transition,
Yes.
in need, which is really great because I think folks, especially out of detention, right?
Yes.
But in other walks of life too, I have so many folks come to me and they go, I just don't know what I want to do. I
Yes.
just want to do something. I want to get my life back on track.
Right.
So that's really great. So Althea, we want to thank you so much for being on
Thank
the show
you so
today.
much.
No problem. That is Sunday Black Cow at 8 a.m. Go Sounds, their website, their email, and their phone number have been blasted on the screen. So please, I've known Althea, one of the first people I met here in town. So definitely the right person to get in touch with if you're trying to help folks. And I'm sure while she helps in the name of God, I'm sure you don't need to believe in the same God to reach out. I'm sure that you'd welcome any phone calls.
Yes.
This has been a great welcome back show with Community Viewpoint. I'm your host, Dr. Christopher Salute. Again, I want to thank KPVM. I want to thank Mikey Rooney Ruhan for having me on the show, as well as his dog Pathy for always making it entertaining. I want to thank John as well, John Pollock, for allowing me this opportunity to be on the show, and thanks to KPVM for allowing me this airtime. I want to thank you, our viewers, our millions and millions of viewers all across the globe for watching Community Viewpoint with Althea Jones from Go Sounds and Dr. Christopher Salute.
Thank you.
Goodbye now.